Delay line canceller. Delay line canceller in radar systems. As the name suggests, delay line introduces a certain amount of delay. So the delay line is mainly used in delay line canceller in order to introduce a delay of pulse repetition time. Delay line canceller is a filter which eliminates the DC components of echo signals received from stationary targets. This means it allows the AC components of echo signals received from non-stationary targets, that is, moving targets. Delay line cancellers are classified into two types based on the number of delay lines that are present in it. First one is delay line canceller, single delay line canceller, and second one is double delay line canceller. This is a block diagram of single delay line canceller. The different blocks of the single delay line canceller are A to D converter, delay, subtract, absolute value, D to A converter. The block diagram shown in the previous page is a simple MTI delay line canceller, which is an example of time domain filter. The capability of this device depends upon the quality of the medium used as delay line. The delay line must introduce a time delay equal to pulse repetition interval T. Delay times of this magnitude cannot be achieved with practical EM transmission lines. Filter characteristics of delay line canceller. The delay line canceller acts as a filter which rejects the DC components of the clutter. Referring to the block diagram of MTI radar, the transmitted reference frequency is given by V reference equal to K1 into sine 2 pi FL plus FC times T. The Doppler shifted echo signal is given by V echo equal to K2 sine of 2 pi FL plus FC plus or minus FD into T minus 4 pi FL plus FC into R0 divided by C, where K1 and K2 are amplitudes of reference and echo signals respectively. After heterodyning with shallow frequency FL, the output of the mixer 1 is given by V diff equal to K3 sine 2 pi FC plus or minus FD into T minus phi naught, where phi naught equal to 4 pi FL plus FC R0 by C. The output of the phase sensitive detector is a pure function of FD only, given by V1 equal to K4 sine 2 pi FDT minus phi naught. The signal from previous transmission, which is delayed by T equal to 1 by PRF, is given by V2 equal to K4 sine 2 pi FD T minus capital T minus phi naught. The output of the subtractor in delay line canceller is given by V equal to V1 minus V2 equal to K4 sine of 2 pi FDT minus phi naught minus sine of 2 pi FDT minus T minus phi naught. Since sin A minus sin B equal to 2 sine of A minus B by 2 cos of A plus B by 2, we have V equal to 2K4 sine pi FDT cos 2 pi FD into T minus T by 2 minus phi naught. Thus, the output from the canceller is a cosine wave at Doppler frequency FD with amplitude 2K4 sine pi FDT. The amplitude of the cancelled video output is a function of the Doppler frequency shift and the PRF. The magnitude of the relative frequency response of the delay line canceller is shown in the figure below, which is given by magnitude of transfer function equal to magnitude of H of F equal to magnitude of V by K4 equal to 2 sine pi into FD into T. Figure 8.8 shows the frequency response of single delay line canceller, which is amplitude versus frequency, or magnitude of H of F versus frequency. Next topic is blind speeds. The response of the single delay line canceller will be 0 whenever the argument pi into FD into T in the amplitude factor of the equation given by V equal to 2K4 sine pi FDT cos 2 pi FD of T minus capital T by 2 minus phi naught is 0, 5, 2 pi, 3 pi, so on to n pi. That is pi into FD into capital T equal to n pi, or FD equal to n by T equal to n into Fp, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2, so on to infinity, and Fp is pulse repetition frequency. The delay line canceller not only eliminates DC component caused by clutter, that is n equal to 0, but unfortunately it also rejects Any moving target whose Doppler frequency happens to be the same as the pulse repetition frequency or a multiple thereof. Those relative target velocities which result in zero MTI response are called blind speeds, given by V suffix n equal to n into lambda divided by 2 into capital T, or it is equal to n into lambda into Fp divided by 2 for n equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 so on to infinity, where Vn is called as nth blind speed. The blind speeds are one of the limitations of pulse MTI radar. Let us solve this problem. An MTI radar operating at wavelength 10 cm has a PRF of 1 kHz. Calculate the first three blind speeds. Given lambda equal to 10 cm, 10 centimeter is nothing but zero point 0.1 meter, and Fp equal to 1 kilohertz. Then first blind speed is V1 equal to lambda Fp by 2 equal to zero point 0.1 into 1000 divided by 2 equal to 50 meters per second. Second blind speed is V2 equal to 2 lambda Fp divided by 2 equal to 2 into zero point 0.1 into 1000 divided by 2 equal to 100 meters per second. Third blind speed is V3 equal to 3 lambda Fp by 2 equal to 3 into zero point 0.1 into 1000 divided by 2 equal to 150 meters per second. Blind speeds can be a serious limitation on MDI radar since they cause some desired moving targets to be cancelled along with the undesired radar. There are four methods for reducing the ill effects of blind speeds. First one, operate the radar at long wavelengths or low frequencies. Second one, operate with a high PRF. Third one, operate with more than one PRF, and operate fourth one, operate with more than one RF wavelength or frequency. Combinations of one or more of the above are also used to further nullify the effect of blind spot. Module 3, Clutter Attenuation. Clutter attenuation is the other limitation of the single line canceller or single delay line canceller, which results due to finite width of clutter spectrum. The clutter spectrum is shown in figure 8.9. The clutter spectrum has finite width due to first one, internal motions of the clutter. Second one, instabilities of stable local oscillator and coherent oscillator. Third one, imperfections of radar and its signal processor. And last one, finite signal duration. Let the clutter power spectral density be represented by a Gaussian distribution function as W of f equal to W naught into exponential of minus f square divided by 2 sigma c square equal to W naught into exponential of minus f square lambda square by 8 sigma v square for f greater than or equal to 0, where W naught is the peak value of the clutter power spectral density of f equal to 0. Sigma c is the standard deviation of the clutter spectrum in hertz. Sigma v is the standard deviation of the clutter spectrum motion in meters per second, where sigma c is 2 into sigma v by lambda, which is similar to fd equal to 2 into vd by lambda. Greater the value of sigma c, greater will be the amount of clutter passed by the filter. Thus, the clutter attenuation produced by single delay line canceller is given by clutter attenuation equal to integral 0 to infinity w of f df divided by integral 0 to infinity w of f into magnitude of h of f the square df, where h of f magnitude is the frequency response of the single delay line canceller equal to 2 sine pi f tp. Substituting for h of f and integrating, we get clutter attenuation equal to 0.5 divided by 1 minus exponential of minus 2 pi square tp square sigma c square. If x is small, then e power minus x is approximately equal to 1 minus x. Replacing tp by 1 by fp, we get Ca approximately equal to fp square by 4 pi square sigma c square, which is equal to fp square lambda square by 16 pi square sigma v square. If a second delay line canceller is placed in cascade, then the overall frequency response is h of f equal to 4 sine square pi ftp. This is shown by dashed curve, and less of the clutter spectrum is included, resulting in more clutter attenuation. The clutter attenuation for double delay line canceller is given by clutter attenuation approximately equal to fp to the power 4 divided by 48 pi to the power 4 sigma c to the power 4, which is approximately equal to Fp to the power 4 lambda to the power 4 divided by 768 pi to the power 4 sigma v to the power 4. We'll solve one problem related to clutter attenuation. Calculate the clutter attenuation for the double delay line canceller if f equal to 250 MHz, maximum unambiguous range of 300 km, and clutter standard deviation of 0.3 meters per second. Solution: given f equal to 250 MHz, range or unambiguous range is 300 km, sigma v is 0.3 meters per second. We have R unambiguous equal to C by 2 into PRF. PRF is equal to FP equal to C by 2 into R unambiguous equal to 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 2 into 300 into 10 power 3 equal to 500 PPS, pulse per second. So we know that clutter attenuation is equal to Fp to the power 4 into C to the power 4 divided by Fp to the F to the power 4 into 768 pi to the power 4 into lambda to the power 4. So substituting these values, we are getting Ca equal to 500 to the power 4, 310 power 8 to the power 4 divided by 215 to 10 power 6 to the power 4, 768 pi to the power 4, 0.3 to the power 4. We'll be getting Ca equal to 2.14 into 10 power 8. Module 3, Digital MTI Processing. The major advantage of digital MTI processor is due to its use of digital delay lines. The block diagram of a digital MTI processor is shown in the figure 8.10. So it consists of two channels, in-phase channel and quadrature channel. Either in-phase channel or quadrature channel, if you consider, both are having phase detector, sample and hold circuitry, analog to digital converter, digital store and subtractor. Output of the I channel is I, output of the Q channel is Q. Between I and Q, the phase difference is 90 degree. So I'll explain the block diagram in the coming slides. The intermediate frequency amplifier signal is split into two channels, in-phase channel denoted as I and quadrature channel denoted as Q. The phase difference between the outputs of the two detectors is 90 degree. The quadrature channel eliminates the effects of blind phases. The convenience of digital processing allows the quadrature channel to be added. The output of the phase detector is bipolar video signal. The bipolar video signal is sampled within each range resolution cell. These voltage samples are converted into a series of digital words by analog to digital converter or A to D converter. In a digital memory, the digital words are stored for one pulse repetition time and are then subtracted from the digital words of the next sweep. By taking the square root of I square plus Q square, the digital outputs of I and Q channels are combined. This can be done alternatively, which is considered adjugate for most of the cases by taking the sum of magnitudes of I and Q. The combined output is next converted to an analog signal by a digital to analog converter. The unipolar video output is then ready to be displayed. Thank you.